everyone, and welcome to week number 4 of our Why Her online Bible study. Okay, let's just get real. We're halfway through, but this is kind of also the time where people are getting maybe a little bit behind. Life has happened, so we just want to tell you it's okay. In fact, truth number 4 is going to be just for you. Is it not?
It is.
Tell us about truth number 4, Nikki.
Absolutely. So this is probably my favorite truth of them all. Okay, so we heard yours last week, and maybe Kendra will share hers with us. But this is actually one that has really set me free. Okay, so truth number 4 is you didn't do anything wrong.
I love that.
Okay?
Yes.
Thank you. Right?
We all need to hear it at some point.
Right. So have you guys been a little bit like, what? When you've been reading this story of Rachel and Leah? Like,
Hot mess.
Yeah.
Yes.
The stuff they say to each other is a little like, what did she just say? And, you know, when I was writing the book, I really struggled because there's parts where, you know, Rachel says things like God vindicated her when she got pregnant and that she won.
Right.
And, you know, I think it was really confusing for me because sometimes when we read the Bible, we're like, what? God did that? So I want to teach you just a little something that has helped me understand this kind of story, okay? So in the Bible, there's 2 different kinds of text. There's the descriptive text, and then there's a prescriptive text. Most of the Old Testament is descriptive, meaning that it was written by a human being. Right. Obviously, it's God-inspired, of course. But it was written from their perspective, and it was written to the people that they were addressing during that time. So that's why some of the things that we're reading about don't really make sense to us today. But when I read that part that it said that God vindicated her, I really needed to understand the difference between descriptive and prescriptive, because a prescriptive text is kind of like, do this. So a lot of the book of Proverbs, like, you know, those things that you can feed your soul to do, to live your life in a way that honors God. So when we're reading this, we could go, wait a second, is that the character of God?
It doesn't seem right.
Right?
Yeah.
To do something like that, because we know that God doesn't bless somebody to burden somebody else. That's not the character of our God. So just because Rachel is saying God vindicated her, it doesn't mean that's what he was doing. It could have been, I don't know.
That's what she's saying.
Right. That's what, and Moses who wrote this, that was his interpretation of it. So it's important to remember that just because she's saying that doesn't mean that's what God was doing. It's how she felt. It's what she was experiencing. But it's not exactly, well, we don't know for sure it's exactly what was happening.
Right. Nikki, I love when I get to learn underneath you. You have such good little mini lessons, right?
She does.
Thank you.
That was so good. Yeah. And I think if Rachel and Leah were told this truth, you didn't do anything wrong, it might have freed them a little bit.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, I agree, Kendra. And before we go on to what we've called many times our favorite part of the videos, going behind the scenes, let's tell you what you have coming up this week. Trish Cordell is going to be leading us on the blog this week. And our verse of the week, Proverbs 16:9. A man's heart plans his way, but the Lord determines his steps. And hey, if you forget what's going on, we have the Week at a Glance for you. You can get it. It's the free resource in today's blog, and it'll just help guide you through this week, let you know all that's going on. All right, so favorite part.
Yes,
it's
favorite
time.
part.
Behind the scenes with Nikki Koziars. Can't wait to see what you have for us this week.
Let's go see. Hey friends, okay, so this week you're gonna read a story about a time when I actually had worked really hard for an opportunity and I did not get it. And so where did I get that phone call? Well, it was right there in that office that day. I remember I was sitting at my desk and I was just really overcome by some of the emotions. And you're gonna hear me tell you the story of, you know, what it's like to work hard for something and still not get it, and how we wanna kind of blame someone or something when sometimes what God is really saying is it's just not your assignment. It's not yours. And those words, it's not mine, have really freed me up. And, you know, I know you guys love hearing about the animals here on the farm. So we have a dog, and he is not exactly a farm dog. We let him think that he's a farm dog, but he is a pug, and he is as far from a farm dog as they get. But Herman is so funny because every day he will come into the kitchen where his dog bowl is, okay? And he's not on like a regular schedule for eating like some dogs, you shake the can and they come running. No, Herman just eats whenever he is ready and when he is hungry, okay? But you guys, we keep his bowl on the floor, and it almost always has food in it, okay? And so Herman, though, will come over to the bowl, and if it is not filled as high as he would like it to be, he will actually hit that bowl until we come and fill that bowl up. And you guys, sometimes I look at Herman and I'm like, are you kidding me? You have enough dog food in that bowl. You're never going to eat all this dog food. Just eat what's in there. And okay, this is going to be super cheesy and super like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you just said that. But I think sometimes this is what it looks like with our God assignments. Okay, so God has given us all these assignments, but then we look at her assignment, and it looks like that is so much better. And so we start hitting our bowls like, Lord, come on, give me more, give me more, give me more, give me more. And God's like, yeah, you need to just finish what's in that bowl right there. And, unlike how we are with Herman, where we will just come at his beck and call and fill that bowl up to whatever he wants it to be, sometimes the Lord allows us to experience, I don't want to say the pain, but maybe the uncomfortableness of accepting that some things are just not ours. You guys, this world would be incredibly boring if there was only one author, one speaker, one worship leader, one teacher. There are so many assignments to go around, but somehow we've kind of messed up this perception in our head of what it really looks like to have a full assignment from God. And so we don't complete what he's given us right in front of us because we want more, and we keep saying, God, give us more, give us more, give us more. And God is simply saying, I just need you to be faithful with what I've given you so far. And one of the quotes in the book is that godly surrender is more of a trusting God stance. So it isn't necessarily backing down from a desire, backing down from the things that we have prayed for, that we have believed. It's this place where we say, God, if that's not mine, then just show me what is my assignment and help me to run as hard as I can through it. So that's the office where the phone call happened. This is the dog that teaches me a lot of life lessons. What can I say? There's no neighbors out here to talk to, so Herman and I spend a lot of time together out here on the Fixer Upper Farm. So I hope this challenges you and encourages you this week as you continue to read through the book and process this material. But what's already in your bowl? What has God given you that is more than enough? So hope you guys have a fantastic week of study, and I will be back with you again next week for another Behind the Scenes.